I'm feeling a little deflated at the moment. I thought, well, first of all, it's 9:22 a.m. Sunday morning of the second day of the 3-day novel writing contest. I I was normally a person would want to make themselves a little more presentable when you're doing a YouTube video, but as you can see, I'm still wearing the shirt from yesterday that I slept in. I had a pretty rough night last night, and that's going to be my thing today. Well, the thing this morning that I wanted to talk to you about, maybe talk to myself about. It was a rough night. I probably fell asleep around 1 o'clock in the morning or so. And I tried to go to sleep earlier than that. 11:30 was the best I could do because my mind is roiling. I've gotten to the point in this story where I've reached a kind of like a critical mass, or I've built it up to sort of an apex, and now I'm getting to the heart of the matter, so to speak. I guess that's the best way to define it. And it is, as I had explained in earlier episodes, this is kind of a memoir. It is a memoir, and so I'm now dealing with something, things that were happening to me at a certain point in time, and they were up till now just I'm telling a story of things that are happening, but I'm now getting to the part of the story where I'm going to continue to explain it or describe it, but also draw out the meaning of it. And so that's why I had trouble falling asleep last night, because my mind was roiling, it was moving, it was thinking, and it was drilling down kind of deep, maybe. But when you do that, you're trying to drill in there, but all of a sudden you strike gold. Except it's not gold; it's more like oil or something toxic, maybe. I and is it toxic about myself? I don't think it is, but that's part of it, because this story in particular, and others, as I explained, I think it was episode 2 or 3. We all are drawing from others, from maybe a life force, something out there where it's not just you. You're not alone in this world. I'm not alone in this world. But sometimes when you're dealing with things, especially when they're turbulent, it's an unpleasant things are happening, and there's a reason why they are happening. There's a reason why it's unpleasant, and that can disturb you. Certainly can make you disturb your sleep. It did for me last night, and part of it, well, the instigation for it is thinking about what I'm going to be writing today, which is getting to the meat, the heart of the matter, and on the other side of this hump, I'll be sliding into home and resolving, coming to the resolution and ending of everything. But right now, I'm supposed to get to the heart of it, and in order to do that, I have to discover it. It's already 9:30, and I haven't discovered it yet. And what's going to probably have to happen is I'm going to have to discover it here in the next few hours as I'm trying to write it, and not going to be able to. Yesterday was a fairly successful day, long day of writing only 11,000 words, and that's not going to happen today. I'm already, I'm feeling kind of woozy. I'm feeling, like I've said before, I feel very COVID, and a new adjective that, what does that mean? It's hard to describe because sometimes the symptoms of that they're all over the place. And again, I'm not trying to make light of it, but I think maybe we're all infected. We all have these viruses that we have unleashed from Mother Earth that have invaded our bodies and our minds and our spirit. And so, especially when you're writing, it does take energy to do that. In the past, since going out to play, since Friday, I haven't done anything. Physical. I was supposed to go to beach yoga this morning, which I couldn't because I didn't wake up until, they're just now finishing it up. And so, my point being, it's physically draining to write a novel, especially at this pace. Okay, what I was trying to explain before I interrupted myself a few moments ago is it's time to go to sleep. I'm trying to get myself to go to sleep. My mind is racing over all these things. I'm trying to calm myself, and I'm falling asleep, but I had to wake myself up because because it wasn't quite a nightmare. It was the beginning of something. It was what it was a monstrous thing that was. It's hard to describe it really. It's like a beast, a sound of a beast roaring. I've encountered it in one other nightmare I had, and actually it was I say a nightmare, but it wasn't. My reaction to it wasn't as you would think, because last night I heard it, and I was just falling asleep, and I heard it coming. I heard it, and I stopped it, and I woke myself up. And so I guess I could. I don't know if you're interested in this, but there was a dream I had a few years ago. It was in my law office. I was going up to, it was on the 8th floor in Miami at a law office there that was run by these two lawyers. You want to compare it to, I compare them to that story, The Christmas Carol. They had Marlowe was his name. Yeah, I think his name Marlowe was the dead partner of Ebenezer Scrooge, and his ghost was haunting, amongst others, were haunting Ebenezer Scrooge. So I liken these two lawyers to that, and you had the one lawyer who was there all the time. It was really destroying his life, starting to destroy his marriage, and so on. And then the other, this is a long story, and I don't want to explain, I don't hope that they are not identified, but what happened is the one lawyer, the one that was working all the time, went into the office one day and sat in the chair of his partner, and took a gun out and blew his brains out. And the way that another friend of mine, lawyer, told me is when the other partner came in, I mean, he's sending a message to him, I guess, because he's doing it in his office. I mean, that seems, I mean, if you're pissed off that your partner's not pulling their weight, then you would write them a memo or something, but you wouldn't blow your brains out. Or, okay, so anyway, in the dream, I go out of the elevator, I walk into the lobby. I think it's a very nicely appointed lobby, and you go through the doors like you typically do, and there's a long hallway, and then there's a row of cubicles on one side, and then the lawyer offices are on the left side, and I almost said his name. Dee's office was the first one right there. It was the big one. That was the lawyer that was one of the partners that didn't kill himself. Okay, and then you go down the hall, a couple more doors, and then there is B. B had his office there. He's the guy who blew his brains out. And so, as I go in, I go into the lobby. I'm looking through the door. Actually, I think I opened the door, or it was ajar or something, and it was, there were plastic things covering the cubicles, and there was like a shroud, and there were shrouds on the other side, and there was mist. There was mist in there. And I came up to the threshold of that door. I was walking towards it, and then that's when I heard this monster, this voice, I'm not saying it, doing it quite right. Maybe I'll find a video and I can put it on the playlist. And but it's a primitive, primordial, frightening sound of this creature. It's the beast, and so I heard that, and it got louder, and it was coming towards the transom, and it was guarding that place, which, what I mean, I would guess, sometime maybe I'll go there and visit again. Haven't been there in many, many, many years, but you have to assume that space is haunted by B. The space is haunted by B. How could it not be? How could that not be? It's haunted by him. Maybe that was the instigation for that particular dream. And so, but here's the part of it is that in the dream I knew this, and I'm approaching the threshold, the transom, going into his space, his domain back there that it's like hell. He is, that's his dominion, that's his space, and his spirit and his anger and angst and all of these things that he's feeling are in there. And I come to the front, and he's like a dog, sentinel coming up. It was more frightening than that. I'm trying to do my best, but and then I'm not sure if I saw his red eyes, or if there was no visual of it, but his presence was there. And then I just said, I said his name, and then I said something reassuring, like, it's okay. And then I said something like, remember me? And so the growling stopped. I could hear, and and then I woke up. But last night, the priest was there, and he started to come out just as I was falling asleep, and then I woke myself up, and I said no, because I didn't want to experience that, a dream about that, and because I needed to get some sleep. And I also just didn't want to be frightened. How do you like that? So, why am I telling you all this? Bury my soul to the YouTubers. It has something to do with this thing. Right now, I feel like very groggy, very like I had a hangover, kind of. Feeling a little COVID, and I'm not sure I'm able to just run in there and start. I know it. I can't do it right now. It's after 9:30 already, and so I'm thinking about taking a shower and getting cleaned up, and maybe I'm definitely going to change my shirt. Don't worry about that. And so we'll see what happens. I'll check in again this afternoon and let you know how things went. My plan is I'm not going to be ambitious today. It's a day of rest. Let's think of it that way. And I'm going to see if I can't. My goal will be to see if I can't get over the hump. I'm going to try and get over the hump today, and then tomorrow will be that thing where the path is clear, and I already know what the end part is. That I already have. I know what that is, but this part I don't. And some of it is I don't remember. I remember it's sketchy. My memory on these things are sketchy. I don't remember exactly how these things happened, and so I might have to make some stuff up. That's what writers do anyway, right? Okay, well, wish me luck, and I'll see you in a bit.